So you have a motorcycle and you want to impress your crush by doing stoppie on it, then you are at the right video. In this video, you will learn how to do stoppie in 3 easy steps. So without wasting time, let's start the video. First of all, tell me something that you can be a hero to your crush by doing stoppie on a motorcycle. But if something goes wrong while doing it, then you can become a complete zero. So there are 4 points that you must keep in mind while learning stoppie. Number 1. Before doing the practice of stoppie, you should wear helmet, jacket, cards, gloves. Means make sure that you will do practice of stoppie only after wearing all the safety gears you have. Number 2. You should do the practice of stoppie on a deserted road where very few vehicles are there, so that there is no chance of any accident. And one very important thing that you should never do the practice of stoppie on a public road or highway, because you may have a big accident. Number 3. Parallel space is required to practice stoppie, because if you practice this at all on bumpy roads or any roads which is covered with water or sand or garbage, then there will be a high chance of skip the motorcycle. Number 4. Stoppie is a very dangerous stunt, which you cannot learn in a day, because it requires a lot of practice and patience to learn it, so never think that you will learn it in just one day. Now a thought might be coming in your mind that you need a stunt bike to do stoppie, because you must have often seen that many stunt riders make a lot of modifications to their bike to perform stunts. But to do stoppie, you never need to do any modification in your bike. You can do stoppie with your normal bike. But you have to keep only 2 things in mind regarding your bike. Number 1, there should not be any problem in your bike, especially there should not be any problem in front disc brake and front shocker, because stoppie is done with the help of front disc brake and front shocker. And if there is any problem in these, then you will not be able to do a smooth stoppie properly. Number 2, to do stoppie, the air pressure in the front wheel of the bike has to be reduced a little. Don't do too much, just a little bit less, because this will give the front tire more grip on the road. So now to learn stoppie, we have to follow 3 steps. Step 1. While doing stoppie, you must hold the bike's handle very tightly, because if the handle is unbalanced, there will be a chance of an accident. So at first hold the handle very tightly, and then ride the bike at a speed of 15 to 20 kilometers, and after some distance, lean your body weight slightly forward to do a stoppie. And at the same time, press the front brake very tightly. After that, when the height of the bike comes to an angle of 50 degree to 60 degree, then release the brake. And if you don't release the brake, you may fall. So you should keep in mind these points, and after practicing in this way, you will see that you can do a stoppie very well. Step 2. Rolling stoppie. In the first step, you learned how to stop a bike by lifting the rear wheel, which is called stoppie. But in this second step, you will learn how to lift the rear wheel of the bike and move the bike forward at some distance, which is called rolling stoppie. This step is a little more dangerous and difficult than the previous step, so if you don't learn the stoppie properly and want to do rolling stoppie, then you may have an accident. So I request you to learn the stoppie properly and then try to do the rolling stoppie. So friends, to do rolling stoppie, you need to keep the speed of 50 to 60 kilometers on your bike, and after some distance, lean your body weight slightly forward and at the same time, press the front brake very tightly. But in this step, you will not press the brake at once like the previous step. To do rolling stoppie, the brake should be pressed a little slowly, and the handle of the bike should be kept straight. And when the height of the bike comes to an angle of 50 to 60 degree, then release the brake, but don't release the brake completely. Stick to about 10 to 20%, because if you completely release the brake, then the bike will go down at the place. But if you slowly release the brake, then the bike will go forward for some distance. So you should keep in mind these points, and after practicing in this way, you will see that you can do the rolling stoppie very well. So friends, at first become perfect at rolling stoppie by practicing all these points well, and then go to impress your crush. But before that, if you want to know which bike will be best for you, then click on this video.